Well, if you live in the town of Tonawanda, you could have over or underpaid your water or sewer bills.
Last week, over 2,500 incorrect bills were sent out to residents and business owners in the town. To talk more about what happens next, we are joined by Town of Tonawanda Supervisor Joe Eminger. Joe, thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about why these bills were sent in error.
Well, we send out about 2,500 water bills, sewer bills a week. So that's 10,000 a month. Over 100,000, 120,000 a year go out. And, you know, we had a little glitch last week. It's the first glitch that I am aware of in all my years of being on the town board. So we're talking about millions of water and sewer bills that have gone out. And human error. You know, that's all it was. I'm not going to make excuses. As soon as we found out about it, I found out about it at 7:30 this morning. We were proactive. We got sent out a press release on it. You know, we want to let the people know, you know, what was going on. And I appreciate you folks letting me come on and explain it, because it's important. You know, we're not happy that it happened, but it happened. And now we are correcting it. We're going to do some more training in the office. But you know, when you're doing 120,000 bills a year and over 10 million over the last 10 years, and we never had this problem, I think the town record speaks for itself. We've been pretty good, but these things happen.
Mistakes happen. So what should people do if they receive, I mean, how would they even know if they received a bill in error, first of all, and then what should they do if they have an error?
Okay, if you received a water bill last week, that's one of the 2,500, that's the only batch that was incorrect. So if you got your water bill 2 weeks ago, you're fine. 3 weeks ago, you're fine. It's the ones who got their bills last week. Those were either underpaid or overpaid, as you said. And if they have a couple options that they can do. If they overpaid their bill, they can have that money put toward a credit for their next quarter's bill. If they underpaid their bill, if they overpaid their bill, they can get a credit, or they could call the town and ask for a refund. We do have that ability to send out refund checks. And if they underpaid, they may make up the difference now, or they can wait till their next bill to make that up. So it's there are several different avenues that the people can take, and you know, we're trying to make it as easy on them as we can.
And Joe, you mentioned human error, more training. What is the town doing to ensure it doesn't happen again?
Well, exactly that, you know, training in our office. Our water billing department works out of our controller's office, does an outstanding job, you know, an outstanding job. I mean, when you're, like I said, we're talking about over 1 million bills have gone out, and this is 2,500 over the last, 10 years. So they do a very good job, but sometimes things slip through the cracks, okay? Just like things, not to pick on the media, but sometimes things slip through the cracks in the media, print media and TV media, things slip through the cracks in any office, and that's just, you got to make sure it doesn't happen. So there will be training ongoing. But like I said, I'm very proud of the job that we've done, and you know, we're going to do everything that we can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Are we talking dollars and cents here, or hundreds of dollars that it could be off about each
well, everybody's bill is different.
Yeah.
And I want to remind people, this is a water and sewer bill, just not a water bill. Everybody usually just refers to it as a water bill. It's water and sewer. And I chaired the water and sewer department for a lot of years, so I'm very familiar with the water and sewer department. So it could be off by, I'm going to say it could be off by a couple $100. I would doubt that would be rare, only because the last billing cycle that they got, the bill they actually received, okay, was the last billing quarter, which was during the summer. People are watering their lawns. That bill would typically be higher than it would be for this quarter. So I would think most of the bills were higher last time. So people did overpay. If they paid it already, they overpay. If they're like me, I don't pay my bill the week it comes in, my water and sewer bill. I'm being honest here. I wait probably till the last week. You know, it's like when taxes are due. I don't pay my taxes till the last day. You know, I mean, you know, I'm no different than anybody else.
Yeah. And while we have you here, Joe, before we let you go, a big topic in the town of Tonawanda, the Huntley plant. Can you give us an update? I know you were just in Albany not too long ago. What's going on?
I was in Albany last week. week, we were there to talk to the executive chambers and other departments in the state, making them aware of our well water project. We are, that's in conjunction with our Huntley eminent domain, and we are moving along with that. Our Huntley eminent domain case will be heard at the Court of Appeals early next year. We're thinking February, March of next year. NRG Energy, who owns the facility, appealed our successful case that we won at the appellate division. They appealed it, and that'll be held then. So we hope to have good news next summer that we'll be able to move forward. So in that time, we are working with our raw water project to make sure that our industries are continuing to get the cooling water that they get from the Huntley intake. So there's a lot going on at Huntley. There's a lot going on with our recreation project going on at our new Paddock Park. A lot going on in the town of Tonawanda. And the water bills, you know, they happened, but you know, we're going to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
All right, thanks for making it right. Joe Eminger, Town of Tonawanda Supervisor, thank you.
Thank you.